In the last video we covered some topics of C++, and in this video we are going to learn about Cmake and how we make the files and how we make the Cmake file and how we bring all the files together to create our project. So what is Cmake? Cmake is a build system generator. It helps you to compile multiple files in C++. It helps you to link other libraries to your project, and it is basically like a glue that holds your entire C++ project together. So now let's just go ahead and see how we make those files, or how we make the Cmake file also. So at first what I will do is I will create a folder, name maybe test, no, just name it u project, maybe u project, and here I will create another folder which I will call src. Inside src folder I will create three files. First, main dot cpp, another file main window dot h, main window dot cpp. So all these files, these are basically basic files that you will find in any basic project in the Qt, and I will write all those codes in the next video where I will create a button, and when clicking that button a message will be displayed. So right now we will write the code for Cmake file. So I will create another txt file right here. I will name it uh, Cmake list.txt, and I will open this. You can actually open it in Notepad, but I will open it in Visual Studio Code for better visual. So here what I will write at first is Cmake minimum required, minimum required is version 3 3.14. So what this line does is it signifies that we require the 3.14 minimum version of Cmake for this file. Cmake. So, and now what I will do is I will create the name of the project. For that I will write project, and here I will give the name of our project, call it u project, and the version of project, version 1.0, and the languages that we are going to use in our project. Languages, we are going to use C++ only. So for C++ we write CXX. If you are using another languages, you can also mention that language right here. Cmake supports C++, C, Fortran, and many other languages. So right now we will set some function, set some basically compilers. So for that we write set. At first we will set the version of C++, the standard of C++. So for that I will write is Cmake CXX standard to 17. You can set it to any version of C++ you want to. I've set it to 17. Then we will write set cmake cmake auto moc. So this is meta object compiler. So as if you have learned web development, you might know that there is event handling, there is event and event listener, and then there is a function which is called when the certain event occurs. In Qt we have basically signals and slots for that. So signal is like a event, and then slot is that function which is being called. So for that we need a compiler which is meta object compiler. So we set it to auto on here, or else we will have to manually include that in every file. So we don't want to do that manually, so we do that here. And then we are going to set cmake cmake auto rcc to on. So this is the resource compiler. So in our project we are going to have some images or icons, logos or something. So all those are resources. For that we need the qrc file, .qrc file, and to compile that we need this resource compiler. Then we are going to set cmake cmake auto uic to on. So this is UI compiler. UIC is UI compiler. So for the respective UI in the actually the UI file that we have, .ui file, it will generate the respective C++ code for all those UI. So for that we have included UI compiler. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find some packages, or I can at first I can add those executable. We have created these files right here in src folder. As you can see, main.cpp, main window.cpp, main window.h. So we want all these files in our project. So for that we are going to write here add executable, add executable. We are going to add everything. So where we are going to add, we are going to add it to our project. For that we will write here project name. You can actually write here directly your project name, which is your project right here, but I have used this variable. So in future if you change your project name, you will not have to manually write uh, the name everywhere. You will just change it right here and it will be changed automatically. Here we are going to add all those files. So inside src folder, src main.cpp, src main in window.h, and then we have src main window.cpp. So this will add all those files to our project. And now we are going to do is we are going to find, actually we are going to find some packages that we are going to need for our project. So for that I will write find package. So what we are going to find is we are going to find qt6. So if qt is not installed in your system, it will throw an error. So at first I will suggest you to go and install qt, because we are making the projects in qt. For that you can just go to your browser and you can type qt download. You can go to this link, and here you can download this community version or any other version you want. It comes under this license. If you go ahead, click here, you have to go down, and here you will find the qt installer. So you can see, you can download it from here, or you can watch any other YouTube video for download and installation of Qt. So here what we will do is we require some components. Required components. Required components are widgets. So I will use only widgets in our upcoming videos. So I wrote here widgets. You can write here other things also that we will require. So what this line does is it says that you need to find to our system that you need to find Qt6 here. If Qt6 is not installed, it will show an error. So when it is found that package, what we will do is we want to link the packages to our project. For that we will write target link libraries. So where we want to link it, we want to link it to our project. So we'll write here project name, and then we are linking Qt6 and widgets. So we have linked the libraries too. So this is basically the code for our cmake.txt file. So what we have done is we have set cmake minimum required to the version, and then project name, project version, and languages we are going to use, and then I set the standard for C++ right here, meta object compiler to on, resource compiler on, UI compiler on. Then I added all those files to our project main.cpp, main window.h, main window.cpp. And then what I did is I looked for some package, Qt6 package, and required component was widgets, and then I linked those libraries to our project. So I will go ahead and save it. As you can see, we have saved it. Now what I'm going to do is you can actually use terminal for this, or you can directly open it in Qt Creator. So I will directly open it in Qt Creator. So now it will ask me for kits. I will just do select all kits and configure project. So here you can see this green columns, and if I go ahead, see, this was our code for Cmake file, and here you can see that we have all those files. We had main window.h file, so in src header files it has included main window.h right here, and in the source file src we have main window.cpp and main.cpp and main window.cpp file. So this is basically how you make your Cmake file. I hope you have understood this, and I have also included this PDF in the link down below. You can read this PDF. Here I have written everything. Its first line is Cmake minimum required, which tells the compiler, and then there is project version and everything, and then we set the Cmake C++ standard, and then there is meta object compiler, which basically works for, right here you can see signals and slots, and then there is everything that we are going to use. So you can read this PDF and you can download it from the description. I hope you have understood this. In the next video we will create a very simple example. We'll see a very simple example how we can create a button and print some message with the click of that button. So thank you everyone.